Up, up and away. The Kolkata Thunderbolts are all set, looking for a hat-trick of wins now.
Well, you just feel that there's going to be so much pressure.
Who is it?
Kochi.
Who is that man? Do you know him or do you know him?
I think we know him. I think that's Ashwal Rai in the middle blocking spot, stamping his authority nice and early. And look at that commitment, right? He's taking a gamble that the first ball is going to go to the middle. I like that choice.
And the way that he can move his hands to cover position one very, very late. He goes up and then he gets his hands in front of the ball. And pressure's already on Kochi. And there's a lot of changes in this team, also with Prem Singh coming in and playing libero, only just linking up with this side. It's going to be a tough evening in the office, I expect anyway. So much chat about RuPay and his serve, but he has been outstanding, and sometimes he goes amiss because of Vinit Kumar, because of Cody Caldwell, but he's having a superb tournament. Well,
we spoke about how Kolkata have a variety of heroes. They have an embarrassment of riches. Ashwal got the first point. Then it's Rahul, 2-0 on the board. I'm just amazed at how Ashwal shows leadership. He shows them the way by doing the job. And that's what Mumbai needed early tonight. It didn't happen. One of the reasons of Kolkata's success is that man, the captain, Ashwal Rai.
Yeah, he's such a calming presence, right? He's just doing all of his job. Just really calm and really, really composed. Like you said, setting a great example.
Absolutely. He managed to catch up with Amritpal Singh, the assistant coach, just on the way out the other evening, and saying how they're trying to get more of Ashwal Rai into the team. He's scoring at like 63%, 2 from 3, but they're not giving him enough offensively. So I think we'll see that tonight.
Well, on paper, his role is that of a blocker, but he's doing everything. He's offering them a multitude of services in addition to his leadership, and that man has also supported Ashwal Rai so well. Cody Caldwell, the only foreign player from last season that has returned. The other 7 are newbies.
Well, that's got to say something. He must have really loved it here to come back. I can see why. The energy on the court is like nothing, like no league I've ever seen.
One of the other 7 has come back, but as a coach, David Lee.
That's a good point.
So, David, if you're watching, well done. Change of role, but you matter as much to this league. Absolute rock star. 3-2 the score for Kolkata in this first set, match number 10 of season 2. Here comes Ashwal once again. Ashwal comes up with an asteroid from zone 3.
Yeah, this could be over pretty quickly if Cody Caldwell is passing this well, because Ashwal Rai will be in the game. And we haven't even seen Vinit Kumar yet, and that's the beauty of this team. They have strength and abundance in every area of the court.
Yeah, and we talked about as well, Janchad's going to want to get that middle established early. That's exactly what he does there. He wants to make sure the blockers are paying attention to Ashwal Rai.
This is the first time they've started with Vinit. I think in the first 2 games they got Vinit on a little later or not. Doesn't matter.
Well, Rahul Biden that time in the Blue Spikers certainly have come to party pretty hard here. It looks a bit cleaner than we saw in the opening game. Bouter, I'm really intrigued to see what we get from him, because he didn't get a kill, an attack in that first game. He only scored via blocks.
I think Erin Burgess is the key to the Kochi Blue Spikers. Shubham Chaudhary with that spike there.
I mean, isn't it great that you can just, and it's credit to the depth of Indian volleyball that you can go with a late replacement and bring in somebody as aggressive as Shubham Chaudhary to come in and do a job. And he's under a bit of pressure, but he's delivering already.
Well, point goes to Kolkata, 5-3. Big swing from the backcourt, nicely put in. Kochi with a chance to swing off the block. Still alive, recycled. Gonna go again through the outside, and this time, the big man, Dipesh, getting a really big piece of that one.
That's the thing about Kolkata. They will make you play that one extra ball purely on the power of their defense. Impossible to kill.
I mean, this is a big story as well, because Dipesh was platinum last year, dropped to silver, and guess who he played for last year? Kochi. So he's back against his former team. He's another one that's dropped 5 kg. And, yeah, look at the eyes. Up for it.
Ashwal Rai looks switched on. Plus his defense, and therefore that kind of serve.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Cody's claiming a point, he'll get it.
That's a really good point that you make, Manish. The servers are trusting their block defense, so they're not trying to do too much from the service line. I think that's the story we're going to see here. Kolkata don't have to be that aggressive from the end line. They just have to put it in and allow the block defense to work around.
Absolutely. Sometimes you need service pressure, but when you have a good read on a team and you know where the ball's going to go, you can start to set the plays up a little bit more.
Yes, Mumbai's defense leaked a lot of points earlier today. Doesn't matter, that match is gone. Mumbai will have to lick their wounds and come back. There we go. Oh, good, great defense. How quickly was he back up on his feet, Ashwal Rai there? I'm amazed. It doesn't matter that they didn't win the point, but the message that's been sent across to Kochi is, we will not let you rest easy. We will make you work your backsides off for every point.
Look, I'm not being funny either, but Shubham's come straight into this team, and he looks like he's been here the whole time. What an excellent swing. That was a RuPay contactless shot. And these stories write themselves here, but Shubham could be just what this team need after losing their captain, Eduardo Romay.
Rohit, player that cost him a lot of money. He's going to be on the money. Cody is always on the money.
And Cody is not necessarily a player who you're going to see a lot in the offense. What he usually adds is a great reception, takes a lot of space in the reception, but when he is firing in the offense, it's like an extra added little bit of spice. So we're going to head to the Amul Cool technical timeout. Stick around, we've got more volleyball. Welcome back to the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. You can own your favorite moments of the match by buying an NFT at www.treasureclub.io. There are going to be a lot of matches coming up, a lot of exciting moments. These men right here experiencing it from the RuPay Be On The Go VIP box.
Beneath with the serve there, straight at the libero. Here comes the spike, but the block is always there. Cody, this time it goes out, no touch. Yes, point to Kolkata, 9-4 it is. Such a tight unit Kolkata are.
And if you're looking at Cody's face right now, the reason he's questioning, he's a little curious because the attacker came under the net and put his hands and his knee down. So you're allowed to put your hands, you're not allowed to put your feet.
But there is Cody Caldwell. And I mean, I think that for this team, his volleyball skills are important, but his leadership skills are even more vital to the success. As we have a look at the top 5 spikers, the Guru, but also Svetanov, what an evening for him. Hardeep Singh, he had a great evening here, although Mumbai lost.
Prediction tonight, Vineet Kumar will be at #1 at the end of this match. He needs 12 more spikes. I'd like to think he'll have those 12.
Yeah, that's a pretty good call, Manish.
I think it's a great call too. The difference is that Hyderabad rely on Guru so much, but here is the main man.
The MVP of last season, Vineet Kumar. Serve now. Oh, where did that land? Just inside! That's the first super serve from the Superman of the Kolkata Thunderbolts. That point is worth 2. They want to challenge it. I thought that landed on the line. Now, should they review it? They're allowed to, but should they? Is it a battle worth fighting?
Well, that's tough. It's really tough, but you only have 4 seconds to make that call, and I think the challenge has been denied. We'll get another look at it. I'm not 100% sure. Let's have a look.
Oh,
I think that was out.
oh my word.
I-
That looks out to me, Key.
My instinct said it was out the first time around, so that's unlucky that that challenge got denied.
Because they got swayed by the celebrations in the Kolkata camp. Vineet. 2 points to him for that previous serve. This time a little more measured. Boom, shot set, didn't work. Cody's always there. Where did that land? Was just outside.
That's the first attacking point for Boucher in this competition. Set was a little bit low from Vipal to him, but we'll get another look. You see him fading away, trying to find a little bit of power and trying to turn the ball as well. And this hasn't been the start that the Blue Spikers would have wanted.
Walter de Cruz with the serve straight at Cody. Confusion. What happened there? 2 touches.
Yeah, double touch called on the set. Things starting to fall apart a little bit for Kolkata, but they had that 2 point that they just stole that now could have been the game changer for this set.
Kolkata have given us so many wonderful moments that are worthy of being talked about on social media. It's our chance to thank our content partners, ShareChat, Moj and Yo-Yo TV. Kolkata will want to make sure this match goes just one way, not like a yo-yo. Cody, Shanshat, Vinit, didn't work. This time it did.
And that's what I love about Vinit Kumar, is he's just so high. You can find the ball, he manages to go over the top of the block, and in turn he doesn't kill the ball, but he just puts enough pressure on it. RuPay contact the shot, but I think Kochi are going to be disappointed they didn't keep that ball alive as well.
Almost like he was plucking a mango during his summer vacations. Made it look so easy.
That's very close as well from Deepesh. Almost worth, and you can see Walter asking the referee there. I think he was over, but that's tough to see unless you see it in really slow motion.
Serving styles as well from Kolkata. That block is unbelievable. Once again, consecutive points for Deepesh Kumar Sinha there.
I mean, he talked about David Lee having a good game plan. They get out, they know where they're putting 2 blockers in this rotation, and they shut the door on the Blue Spikers again, serving towards position 1, sending 2 blockers out towards the right-hand side and taking that 4 zone away.
Kolkata 2 points away from winning the first set.
Have a look at how they're lined up as well. They're trying to hide it from the passer, and they do a great job. Oh, the blocker's getting a little greedy on that occasion, but I'm looking at how the lineup is. So when the server goes back to serve, have a look at how the players are standing. They're basically forming a wall in front of the receiver to make it really difficult for them to see where that serve's coming from.
Smuggled through Thunderbolt customs. But Harry Prasad is everywhere as a libero, and that's touched on the way through as well as Vipal. The setter's going to float one, and it's Harry just steps in front of the front court receiver. Very good from the libero. Second opportunity, Rao puts the ball in turn, Deepesh puts it away, and it's another one for me, guys. Kochi will be gutted that they didn't play defense there. That's 2 or 3 balls that you'd expect them to get up, and now they're 7 down already.
7 set points for the Thunderbolts without hardly anything from beneath. This goes to show the depth of this lineup.
Yeah, we haven't seen the best of Kolkata yet, but we're going to see a super point. It's 7-14. Kochi clutching a little bit at straws here.
Well, they have no choice. What do? You have no choice. You can't take a super point into the next set, so might as well use it and see what comes of it. Walter wins 1 point. Saves a set point. He's delaying what seems inevitable.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is that they'll be wanting to get Volleyball in the game because it just didn't happen in the first game for them. So at least it wasn't Volleyball in the end. There's 2 on the outside and down the same time the front. And it's the new man, Shubham Chowdhury.
George. Great serve. 1-man block. Recycles the ball. Here they come once again. They're still in play. He ready. Is the block there? Whoa. Once again, the libero. What's happening here? Wow! This is a masterclass from Kolkata. They win the first set. That has to be the best point of this match so far. The absolute best rally. One of the finest I've seen in this league. And it belongs to that man, the libero. What a star he is.
well. An incredible point, absolutely. The defensive effort from both the liberos, Harvey from Kolkata, also Prem, who we really haven't spoken about, the newbie on Kochi's side, but that's the kind of defensive effort you want to see out of championship teams.
Yeah, they're relentless at the moment, aren't they? I mean, it was an overpass from Rahul, but in turn here, the liberos, Chari Prasad, there was one to the left-hand side. It went to another battle. Ding-donging everywhere, but that second one, he's just on the edge of the block. He's not too wide, and in the end, it's just instrumental to them winning set point and taking a 1-0 lead. If you're the Kochi Blue Spikers now, you're in struggle town.
Well, we've only seen him for a few days, really, but I would say that was in.
I think we might have a review here, and rightfully so. I mean, isn't that the beauty of having a Vinit Kumar? I mean, we've watched every team play now, and he is just a get-out-of-jail-free card in these situations. In or out? Oh, it's very close.
I'm going to go in.
I'm going in all day long. Backside of that line.
Really tough to tell from these angles, but then again, all you need is 1% of the ball, just a millimeter has to be in, and it's in.
Unbelievable swing from review successful. Well, everything going the way of the reigning champs here in Bengaluru. I mean, that is what that man brings, isn't it? Vinit Kumar, he can hit you out of trouble, and that's why he's the MVP, and why other teams haven't got a Vinit Kumar, and why they might not go as far in this competition. It's an amicable technical timeout. It's time for us to have a short break, but we'll be right back in a moment or two.
A super confident Kolkata Thunderbolts are in a battle. That's our last in Bengaluru. This caravan, this bandwagon moves to Hyderabad, a 2-day gap, and then we will be back in action starting the 15th of February for a week in Hyderabad, and then for the last and final leg in Kochi that ends with the grand finale on the 5th of March. Are you guys all set for Hyderabad and the food of Hyderabad?
Yeah, we packed up our suitcases today. They're already shipped and on the way, so all that's left is for us to get over there as well.
But we're not done here in Bengaluru. This is our last match in the Garden City. Kolkata Thunderbolts lead by 3 points. Now by 4 in the second set after winning the first set. Are we going to see another 5-0?
It's highly possible.
I mean, I don't think that the Thunderbolts have even broken a sweat. That's a really rash swing, trying to hit probably an angle that isn't there, but trying to force it anyway. But this might make a difference, guys. Kochi have called a super point. Harry Lau has said, okay, we need to make some ground up here.
Kochi will get a chance to spike first if they receive well. The libero does it well. Here comes George. It didn't work. Another chance. He recycled it. Shot set didn't work. Here come Kolkata. Confusion. Cody. No, it's Vinit. Oh my word, some confusion. They were out of system, were they, the Kolkata Thunderbolts? It was a bit of a mess. They just weren't there. Didn't find momentum.
And a bit of luck for Kochi as well. They're going to need more points like that. That one worth 2 as a super point. But you see that back set, bump set. The middle was able to read it really, really well, close up that gap, and take away the angles from Vinit.
I thought Vinit got slightly upset because of the confusion to his left. Couldn't completely focus on the spike anyhow. The moment's gone. 9-7 the score. Now it's 10-7. They win a point with a little bit of luck, and then they throw it away. They've got to believe they can compete. Forget about winning big. Compete every point. Live in the moment.
And if you are tactical serving, which is floating a ball quite softly to a zone, you've got to hit that zone. There's a tactical serve that's missed by Miles.
Attack the libero. That's what he might do. That man could be his target. No, something different. Walter not in a position to spike. Kolkata will get a chance. Here comes Vinit. And the block was there. Would you believe it? How dare you block me? Vinit might think. And I tell you what, the next time he has an opportunity, he's going to hit with so much more vengeance.
Interesting, 2 times in a row that he's been stopped. So this could signal something, a change in Kochi, because that's a beautiful block there. Bolts are getting really close to his outside hitter.
It's tough because complacency is certainly a thing in sport. And if the Thunderbolts get a little bit complacent here, they could be in trouble if they drop their level.
10-8 the score for Kolkata. Now it is 11-8. This is such a common feature of how Kolkata have played. They don't live in the last point. They do not live in the past.
That's a great point, Manish, because in volleyball, every single point is fresh. It's not like basketball or some sports where it's really swinging back and forth. The touch of the serve means a fresh point, and Ashwal is getting really aggressive over the block.
Ashwal Rai, the bulwark, the rock of Gibraltar. Janshab with the serve. Great spike. Gotta give credit where it's due. Outstanding stuff that.
They're getting better here, aren't they? Starting to put Kolkata under some pressure, but you feel like they're getting better and improving, but they're still 2 behind, having won a super point.
I love the shoes George is wearing. Not that it matters to anything else, anyone else, but orange shoes, we'll give you a look of it in a bit. George. Landed out just outside. Great anticipation from the back of the court there by the Kolkata Thunderbolts. 12-9 it is. It's looking so easy for Kolkata, isn't it?
And I have to echo what you said before, Louis. If you're going, there are the shoes you love, Manish. Stylish.
Love the colour. Won't be lost in a dark alley. Great serve. Walter. Enough on that. The block didn't work. You know, if I were a Kolkata fan, I'd be happy if they're a challenge tonight. You don't want a 5-0 where you're not challenged at all. Yes, it's game time, but you want to keep getting tested every point, every set. That's what will keep them focused.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with the serve now. Because they've missed the last 2. Valter has a chance. He goes for the tactical serve down the line. Very good play. Kumar blocked out twice in a row. And not a 3rd time here.
I think I'd like to give Ashwal a lot of credit for that point, because George was in zone 6. He was watching Ashwal, who gave them the fake, and then the point came from this man. George wasn't ready for the ball there.
And that's the thing about this team, as I've said before, they have point scorers in every zone. So it's very difficult for the blockers to actually pick up where the ball's going and coming from.
Ashwal Rai leading his team towards victory, and here's a look at the top 5 blockers in the league. Ashwal Rai right there at number 5, as well as Rahul with 8 blocks for him. So 2 top blockers on 1 team, and that could be, should be, is a reason for their victories.
Absolutely, and Rahul, we talk about him a lot being the ace champion, but he's absolutely having a fabulous competition in the blocking department as well.
And it's not just that they're blocking, they are making the opposition play that extra ball. Work harder. Think again. Think of other options.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So the other team then has to recycle a lot of balls. They have to be creative. They have to find ways to get around. So if this team, Kochi, can start to tip, they can look for zones. They can find that middle of the court, maybe some different areas. They can't just keep swinging into a big block.
Yes, go aerial. Go aerial, go above the blockers. Think of something else. Ashwal Rai to serve, the captain of Kolkata. That's not a bad set at all. And therefore, followed it up with a good spike there. Rohit, the most expensive player at the RuPay Prime Volleyball League Season 2.
Yeah, that's what 17.5 lakh gets you. But again, we've seen him come to the line really nice. He comes in facing the cross court, means the blockers have to step in a little bit tighter. In turn, it opens up the over-the-shoulder swing a little bit for him. And he's starting to get his way into this game. But really what you need from these types of players are the guru types of performances for these teams, where he's going to come out of this with 16, 17 points.
Shubham Chaudhary, Vipul Kumara now off court, change in personnel from the coach, Mr. Harilal, 13-11 the score.
You've got to feel for Harilal as well. There's so much change, and hasn't been dealt the best set of cards in this competition.
Great anticipation from the libero there, Hari Prasad.
You have to have such good court awareness in that situation. So he's there in time. The blockers get a good look at it. The pressure is on Vinit. And have a look at the libero as he just watches that ball go out and his feet are on the line. He's getting his body in the way, so if he wanted to play it, he could, but chooses not to.
Two words that help in life and in volleyball. Let go.
Got to start singing Frozen.
Once again, DKS and CC, Dipesh Kumar Sinha and Cody Caldwell there. The first ref loved it too. Mullah Ilyas. 15-11, they won the second set. It's going one way. One-way traffic. The Kolkata Thunderbolts are all over the Kochi Blue Spikers, who are feeling the blues.
Well, 3 up in the block to finish Ashwal Rai has been phenomenal so far. Dipesh against his old side, getting cross with Cody. But brilliant from all 3. I think it's Jamshad that gets the block in the end. Given tries to say that, no, it's Dipesh once more. Remember, a platinum player last year, silver player this year, has changed to the Thunderbolts this season. And there you have it, set 2, 15-11. Kolkata Thunderbolts absolutely flying. It's time for us to take a very quick break. We'll see you very soon.
Welcome back to the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. Here's a look at what's gone down so far. Kolkata taking out Kochi 2-0. They just need one more set to seal the deal. And here are the stats. What do you see, Louis-Let?
11 errors. That's almost one whole set in 2 whole sets of errors. You can get more exclusive stats of the RuPay Prime Volleyball League on volleyballworld.com.
Looking very, very good for a 5-0 as we head into the third.
Ashwal Rai has looked in his elements tonight in the first 2 sets. Dipesh Kumar Sinha to serve, one of the senior pros and pillars of this side. Kochi have to quickly find an idea, find a way to compete, because if not, this is what Kolkata can do to them all evening long. They are a machine, a well-oiled machine.
I mean, I don't know what you say if you're Harry Lau, because nothing's really functioning the way that he would have wanted it to. There's no pass, the block defense isn't really there at the moment, and in turn it's just allowing the Thunderbolts to run riot.
Tough as well. 2 new players coming in Shubham and in Prem, the libero. So this is a tough outing. First start in the RuPay Prime Volleyball League for them against Kolkata.
And you wonder whether that's a move of trust or desperation for Harry Lau with the 2 new players coming in, having to put them straight into the starting lineup. Don't know how much they've played, as you said earlier on. And you hope it's one of trust, and you hope it's not one of desperation because of all the manoeuvres around the squad that they've had. It's no surprise that they're struggling.
I'm keen to see Kolkata's hunger, their intensity. Will it drop? It shouldn't drop. If it drops, it will tell you a thing or two about the mood in the camp. And it's a test of attitude, really, for Kolkata. In a sense, they're competing against themselves tonight. Against that bubble of complacency. That's always the biggest threat for any athlete, anywhere, or any of us, in fact, in life.
Well, what we've seen out of Kolkata so far is that they go really, really laser focused for 3 sets. They beat Bengaluru, they were up 3-0, then they came back down and lost, or well, they won still 3-2, but they lost the last 2 sets. Game 2, they won 4-1, lost the last set to Hyderabad, so they have to stay focused from beginning to end.
Yes, I like that. That's more like it, Rahul. Well done. I love the reaction at the end of that point.
This is a very good play. They're serving the front court receiver short. They're making the play go on the back set because the front court receiver's out. And then they're getting the block up really nicely. It's really well thought out. They're predicting the play of the opposition.
Excellence does not live in the past. They've got to believe they can win 5-0. And they've got to be miserly. They have got to be merciless. The Thunderbolts. The onus now, unfortunately, is on Kochi to turn this into a contest. It isn't a contest. It is one-way traffic.
And I mean, this is the game where really you could put out your second six for the last 2 sets and see how they get on. Just depends how much you want the bonus point at the end of it, because you either take a really, what could be the easiest bonus point of the competition, or you put your second six on and you maybe risk the extra bonus point, but in turn you get your players a lot more rhythm.
You know what, we might just get a look at Suryansh Tomar, Abhilash Chaudhary, Jose Verdi Venezuela. There is Anush as well, Rayson Rebello. These are the other options that the Kolkata Thunderbolts have. They might get a few minutes of game time, possibly in the 5th set. But they need to believe they can win 5-0. Even substitutions need to be planned. They need to be thought out. It cannot just be a random swap.
I don't think anything's done randomly out here at this level. The coaches put pressure on them as well, so they're making decisions based on numbers, based on stats, based on what they've seen in training. But again, it's only been a few weeks of training, so there's only a little bit of information to go on. Aggressive serve goes out the back, so a freebie for Kochi. That's a nice tough one. Hadi handles it well. Outside to Cody, who's got a one-on-one. Will not miss against the smaller setter, Mikul.
Yeah, it's really tough for Kochi because every time the pass is in, they're committing to try and deal with the threat of Ashwell Rai. In turn, Cody Caldwell, I mean, he's playing great, but he's got a real choice of one-on-ones at the moment. I think every point he's had a one-on-one situation. And I mean, I would put my house on him every day to put them away.
Got a chat with him as well after the first match. He's having so much fun here, and I think that's a testament to why he came back. This level of volleyball is here, but the fun that you can have in front of this crowd, something else. Oh, that was a fun one for Cody. Let's go.
That is a bolt from the blue, or a block from the blue against the Blues.
The USA, they call that one a big stuffy.
Not even Thanksgiving. What is he doing stuffing the turkey today?
A big stuffy from Cody Caldwell. My word, he's having a great game, isn't he?
And that's what you can do. When your team is winning, you're at the top of the table, you can play loose, you can play free, you can just have fun. And all the players of Kolkata are having so much fun right now.
I hate to be a killjoy. Is there a chink in their armor? Is there any chink in their armor?
There it is. That's the chink in every single team's armor. Louis mentioned it in the last match. Almost every single dump has fallen. Anytime a setter tries to do it, it's landing. So it was the RuPay contactless shot because not a single finger got near it.
I mean, Ramesh, can he steer this ship? They need to win this one, Kochi Blue Spikers, and they haven't got Vipal Kumar. He's been replaced, so a bronze player in for a gold player. Deepesh up against his former side, delivering another crushing blow to the Kochi Blue Spikers. Slightly wider set in the middle, guided to position 1, and there's nothing the defense can do.
That's how Deepesh Kumar Sinha says, out of my way, off you go, come again tomorrow, or I'll see you in Hyderabad.
Huge swing through the middle. That is a momentum shifting swing. They already have all the momentum, Kolkata.
Great at the libero, a chance to spike shot set, did it work? Just enough.
Certainly did. What I like there is still how Ashwell Rai is still reading the game so well, that he's committing at completely making the right decision there. Yes, the execution in the swing is pretty good in the end from Abhinav, but it's out of play. But it is Abhinav, the middle blocker, 23 years old, 2 meters 1 centimeter to serve, and it's another one. Good serving from the middle blocker. The Kerala boy gets Kochi back to 1.
Such ambitious from Rahul.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing errors out of him. That was uncharacteristic. I feel he's been really consistent in the last couple of games, so he was due one.
That's reckless, I suppose. 7-6 to score in the 3rd set. Make that 8-6.
That's a repeating pattern when Kochi do get a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of momentum going. They happen to miss their serve pretty quickly. It's time for a more cool technical time, and that means it's time for us to take a quick break. We'll be back very, very shortly.
Welcome back to the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. Here's a look at the points table so far. Kolkata, they're in second. They could jump up in front of Calicut. Kochi just looking to get out of 8th position, but from what we've seen so far, I don't think they're going to.
Kolkata chasing the bonus point, surely, to go above Calicut in the league, and it looks likely.
Only 2 unbeaten teams in the tournament so far. They are at 1 and 2. They possibly could swap places at the end of this match. Calicut and Kolkata, 8-6 Kolkata in the lead in the third set. Cody Caldwell, the pipe didn't work. Walter de Cruz. What is Shubham Chaudhary?
I think it was. Well, there's been a lot of pressure on him. He's been shouldering the weight of trying to get Kochi back into it. He does a good job of getting past the one-on-one block here. But we've seen so many changes in the lineup here of Kochi. 4 new players have shuffled through in the last couple of sets. Is it going to be enough?
Walter with the set, Shubham with the spike. Well done.
I'm surprised that Walter hasn't been used a little bit more actually in the middle.
Vinny said he'd had enough. Enough of being blocked.
It's brilliant to see how it's a team game and the Thunderbolts. You can see the physio, Dr. Utkarsh, on the sideline going crazy. But Vinit Kumar stays high every single ball. That makes him incredibly difficult to stop.
So athletic, right? He's getting really, really high. You can see from that angle, he's basically up there at the top of the antenna.
Kolkata 6 points away from going to the top of the table. Now 5 points. Keep counting.
Raining, pouring, stormy, whatever you want to call it. But they did get Walter in. He says, my bad, the Brazilian. And it's interesting. They're trying to force it when it's not quite there. It's probably one of the most difficult balls to hit for Walter there. But they have a super point coming their way. Kochi Blue Spikers. Now it'll be interesting. They win this one, and it goes back to a 1-point ball game. Kolkata win this one, and it's good night. A 5-point lead. Wow.
Remember, it's a race to 15 points here in the league. Very interesting approach to that serve. What was he trying there?
I have to say, and I don't love to say it, but being a little bit...
Overconfident is the word you're looking for.
No, I mean, I think you should just try to do a little bit less. When there are 2 points on the line, just serve it in. Just be a little bit easier. Of course, I love an aggressive serve. I love those tactics, but just force the other team to earn the point.
These Spikers back within 1 here. Kumar shut down. Hyderabad, very, very good cover. Flip back to the outside. 2 blockers. Again, ridiculous cover from the libero. Third chance. Blue Spikers go high off the block. Resilience, once more the name of the game for the Thunderbolts. A third cover in the rally. Eventually, is there a net touch? Nobody knows.
First ref checking with the second ref. What an anticlimactic end to what was a great rally. Who has it?
Well,
I just loved how Kolkata fought in this rally.
Yeah, that was a fantastic rally.
That rally tells you what Kolkata Thunderbolts stand for.
However, I think Kochi took the points in the end, and that is a huge shift for them.
And while you're giving credit to the Thunderbolts, I'd like to give a little bit of credit there. I think it's Walter on the front court who gets across both wings and then tries to take the middle as well. The middle's working so hard throughout that whole rally. It's a great view, this one.
A lovely back set from Cody there.
Great neck workout for all the spectators watching from the sidelines. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I loved it.
Oh, I see what's happened. So the ball hit the antenna before it hit the blockers.
We
couldn't see it from any other angle except that last one.
10 apiece, scores level. How rare is that in double figures? This is the third set. It's a race to 15 points. There was a touch. Ashwal gets another point. Once again, Ashwal does the trick. How is that for a captain that leads from the front? Shows them the way, shows them how it's done. That's how it's done.
Yeah, we spoke about them maybe getting complacent. That's certainly not the case here, is it? That super point certainly helped Kochi, but now they have to do everything else themselves.
That super point service error from Deepesh Kumar Sinha has to go to the bloopers reel of this tournament. I must ask him what he was trying there. Oh, out of system, out of place, confusion.
We'll have to ask Kochi what they were trying to play there. Was that a back set slide to the middle who was in front of the setter?
And Bouter just sort of looked around and shrugged his shoulders as if he had no idea what was going on. And I think he was meant to be the main piece in this play. Oh, they were trying the crossover.
Oh.
Trying the crossover, but unfortunately...
So we saw the opposite run in front of the setter, so he might have called a cross, asking the middle to go behind, but he didn't get the memo.
But there's the fantasy leaderboard. RuPay is top of it at the moment. There's Ashro Rai in 5th place as well, looking to sneak his way forwards.
Well, the Thunderbolts are a favorite everywhere. You can join this party as well. Download the A23 Fantasy app right away. Get your teams ready to get a fantastic volleyball fantasy experience. And tell us who you're going to pick. You can tag us on Twitter at @PrimeVolley. Been a fabulous time we've had in Bengaluru over the last 9 days. Oh. Kochi, with the habit in them to compete.
Oh, that's a much better connection between middle and setter. Communication so important, but the look on Walter's face tells me he might just have checked out already.
Yeah, I agree. It's a RuPay contactless shot, but they haven't done the simple things well enough, Kochi, to then go running all these combinations either. Once you establish the middle and you start to run it, then start to run your combinations.
What are the chances Ashwal will win the next point? Okay, not yet. No, not this time. Not this time. Ashwal usually responds with a winner, not on that occasion. He had a chance though.
I think it was the middle anyway though, right? I think it was Kochi's middle.
Oh, Kochi is still in the game here. But I'm intrigued to know what this review's for, because there was a blatant touch off the block, and it's a net touch apparently.
So if the review does go Kolkata's way, all in that moment.
You're unbelievable.
Thank you, sir.
Hearts are thumping. We're trying to figure out what's happening. Touch there. That
I
ball
don't
just
think he's
going
in the same postcode.
Who did Rahul point at? Straight away he wanted a review, and the coach responded. The assistant coach, that is. They'll have to take a look at it from another angle. I wonder what they're asking for. Where was the net touch? Let's take a look at it again.
Nothing there. This phase of play. Was it the setter? No. The middle spiker? No.
Was there a touch on the block on the way through? Did Ashwal touch the block, touch the ball as it traveled past him? Definitely no net touch by anybody that we can see. Touch that ball, it's hard to tell from that angle.
This time Bobby's sure of the paddle he's picking up.
Yeah, strange one. Got to be really sure that there was a net touch to call a net touch. And that was nowhere near.
Well, Kolkata know they can't take these reviews home, so might as well use them. Why not?
Correct.
They're rich, they can afford it. Walter with the serve, 12 apiece in the third set. Here we go. Okay then, what's happening here? Will Kochi win a set? I'll be happy to see that for a closer contest.
I mean, again, Kochi were out of this until the super point.
Yep.
The super point changed it back, and it proves again why this format is so incredibly entertaining all the time. Because even the most one-sided of games can flip on the super point.
Can we also just give credit to the middle blocker serving, getting an ace on the libero? That's got to count for 2, right?
No. Well, you can own your favourite moments of the match by buying an NFT, treasureclub.io. Key's favourite moment of the match was the middle blocker acing the libero. Shock.
I mean, we don't get it that often, so we've really got to relish it, treasure it. NFT it. Well, those are the best seats in the house. The RuPay Be on the Go Prime Volley VIP spot right up there, just right beneath us, actually. I don't know if we might have even seen us in that little picture.
Ashwal's a VIP as well. Very important player for the Fortunes, and so is Vineet once again. Oh, in fact, that was Rahul.
Close. But no cigar for Kochi Blue Spike. Has got across wonderfully well, but just stay quick enough with the arm there, Owl, to beat the block of the speed. Having a quick arm is so important here, just to up the ante. Good swing.
Yeah, and to get it all the way across on the other side, I also like that there's players watching it out, so they're not just relying on hoping that it goes out.
Rahul, a very, very different serve. Very unlike a Rahul serve. He's there at the back for the pass. Boom! On your mark, Vineet, as always. He could do this at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, Minute Kuma's going to get all of the plaudits there, but Raul with the serve, great short serve, and then the defense that followed it, game-changing plays for me.
That was another RuPay contactless shot, but you're exactly right. Get that serve in, force Kochi to do something. In fact, they looked a little out of system even with that short and relatively simple serve. So I think that's the strategy going forward for Kolkata, just get the serves in the court.
Rahul's defensive work was fantastic as well on that previous point. Ah, not this time. Janshad a bit late to get to the ball there. Abhinav with that touch. Now then, it is set point for both teams. It is match point for Kolkata, set point for Kochi. It's a race to 15 points.
Well, smart of Abhinav to hang there in the air and just tickle it over past Vineet. But right now, 14-14, the first one to get a point wins it. I think this ball is going to the opposite.
Here we go.
Oh!
Ashwal kills it! Kolkata win! Ashwal drills it! Kolkata win again! It's a hat-trick of wins for the defending champions. The Kolkata Thunderbolts have thundered once again. Stop them if you can.
I mean, it's a beautiful play to run the middle at that stage. The serve is a little bit light, straight into Harry Prasad, it's comfortable. They run the middle, Ashwal just doesn't miss. Wonderful work.
Yeah, Ashwal has been incredible this entire season, really. The whole RuPay Prime Volleyball League, from what I've seen of him, I've been so impressed. But Janshad choosing that in that final moment, putting your faith in the middle, I love that. There are the scores so far. It's 3-0. Kolkata over Kochi. Come back.
Another great night in the office for the Kolkata Thunderbolts. They make it 3 from 3 here in Bengaluru. As we have a look at the stats, more spikes, more super serves. The blocking is key, and the unforced errors as well.
Yeah, you're exactly right. 6 blocks to 2, and those unforced errors on Kochi's side really, really costing them. You can head over to volleyballworld.com and get all the exclusive stats of the RuPay Prime Volleyball League if you want to see for yourself. Crunch some numbers.
I can't wrap my head around the way Kochi served on that last point. Match point it was for Kolkata, and it was offered to Kolkata on a platter.
Yeah, and that's what we talk about all the time, about the aggressive serving. Bengaluru, we know that they go high risk for reward, and over time, if they're patient, it'll come good. But serving softly under pressure, also, it let them off the hook. Any nerves that they had there, the Thunderbolts relieved by a soft serve.
Great block once again. The door has been shut. Zone 2, 3, 4. No-go zones for Kochi players.
Well, that's why Kochi is able to serve a little bit softer maybe than they would like as well, because they have this huge block defense that's really running the show. Ashwal really dominating in the middle and just kind of not letting anything pass.
Those two prime contenders of the RuPay Player of the Match award. Wonder who wins it tonight. Stay tuned to find out. Kolkata will turn it on. I hope they do. And I hope Kochi fight more. Cody wins it.
They're going for the bonus point here, that's for sure. They're not going to let any of the bench on. They will want, well, remember last year, they came second in the league, still won the championship in the playoffs. Caldwell's had a good game. We usually see him love hitting away from the body on that pipe, but this time he comes through, just turns it a little bit to the left-hand sideline.
Remember, the league takes a 2-day break tomorrow and day after, and we will be back on Wednesday, 7 p.m. from beauteous Hyderabad with match number 11. For now, focus on number 11, Ashwal.
He's relentless. He seems like he's choosing every single time, getting hearts from his physio, because he is in supreme form. Look how he just watches and waits and reacts, and he's capitalizing on Walter getting that set just a little bit tight. Just throws his arms over and takes it away.
Did anyone else see Dr. Utkarsh down there with the old heart sign? Loving every moment of it. Apparently works until 4 a.m. fixing the boys, was what we were told at training day.
Well, whatever he's doing, it's working on the block. Their shoulders and their knees must be feeling great from all that physio work at 4 a.m.
Raul is there again. He's had a great evening. Maybe not always the one that we talk about the most, but he never lets his side down either.
He's mercurial, but when he works wonders. This time, well done by the Kochi Blue Spikers. From zone 4 there, Shubham Chaudhary, the man once again. He's been the lone bright spot for the Kochi Blue Spikers. Wish he'd found a little more support.
Yeah, 1 point to 5. Kochi, Kolkata, it's not enough at that rate.
But all you can really do is have a bit of sympathy for them as well. Oh, there's a big moment. Bouter gets the big stuff blocked through the middle. And the glorious moments have been few and far between here this evening. But it's been difficult losing their captain, who left the Kochi Blue Spikers due to personal reasons. Eduardo RuPay, the Peruvian captain.
Now look at teams that are doing well. And the one common story, one common thread between these teams is the foreign players are contributing. That hasn't happened for Kochi. Eduardo RuPay is gone. Walter de Cruz hasn't done enough, and that's where they're struggling. Foreign players come with a certain experience. Their presence on court matters, whether they're captaining or not. Matt Hilling for Calicut. Cody Caldwell for Kolkata. That hasn't happened for Kochi.
Right, well, Bouter delivers that time, and I just think they haven't fed him enough. I think if they keep feeding him, he's going to come good, but possibly he has to fall on the setter's shoulders and also the first pass.
High ball toss. Off the net. Here comes Rahul. Was there a touch? I think there was. Yes, there was. Just ricocheting off the blocker's palm there.
Well, speaking of foreign players, Jose Verdi, the middle blocker for Kolkata, not even getting a look in when you've got the likes of Ashwal Rai and Deepesh in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been living in Barcelona, playing a lot of beach volleyball, trying to adapt the pace of this RuPay Prime Volleyball League, and maybe he's not quite there yet.
Well, Ashwal Rai, the likes of Ashwal Rai, Vinit Kumar could go places. Talent scouts from the world are watching. Oh, super serve! Well done, Rahul. Surely the player of the match with that super serve. It cannot be anyone else. It's got to be him. Write his name on the check, will you?
Huge, huge serve. I love that aggression from the end line from Rahul. We're going to head to an cool technical timeout, but don't go anywhere. This volleyball is hot. Welcome back to the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. Super serve in action from Rahul. Getting a lot of heat on that ball and targeting the zone between the libero on the outside. Very, very nicely done.
Well, the Kolkata Thunderbolts are aiming for a bonus point here. You get 2 points for a win, whether it's 3-2 or 4-1, but if they get to 5-0, they get 3 points. That would be huge for them this evening as this league really starts to take shape. We know that the Thunderbolts are going to be there or thereabouts come the end of the season.
Rahul goes for another one! A second super serve in a row from Rahul.
Tell me this is a dream. It can only be a dream and a nightmare for Kochi. Oh. Am I awake?
No, you're dreaming.
Wake me up, somebody.
Are you awake now?
I think I am.
two super serves in a row. I mean, what I love about this is the first one was then two completely different parts of court. So if you're the passing unit, you step to the right a little bit, and then you get beaten to the left. It's class serving for Rahul, but I think it might just be out.
It's tough to tell from that angle. Another slow look. Oh no, that's in. That is in, baby.
Oh, baby.
Baby's just kissed that line. Kiss of life.
Have we ever seen a hat-trick of super serves?
You want one? Ooh.
Yeah.
Let me send a message across.
And I really want him to go short.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
And there's a super serve.
Yeah, boy.
For the first time in the history of the league here, 2 consecutive super serves. You Superman, Rahul. You rockstar, Rahul.
Alrighty, 3 in a row. Let's see it, Rahul. No
Short
pressure.
Ball. Let's go short. You pinned them left, you pinned them right. Now give him the short ball.
Let's make it 3 in a row, shall we? How about that? Rahul, the man in focus. Can he do it? Oh, almost did. Here we go. 2 super serves. That is the absolute highlight of this Bengaluru leg of season 2 of the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. I cannot believe it.
Well, this looks like it's going to be more one-sided than the India-Australia test match yesterday.
Trust an Englishman to bring up Australia's woes.
Always.
Kochi has to get back in this. They're going to have to do a lot of kicking, but a touch on the net is not going to help. Kolkata just running away with it.
11-4 in the 4th set.
Brilliant run. Ashwin in the middle takes the opposing middle blocker, leaves the one-on-one for Vinit, and then Vinit's got multiple options. Super point time for the Blue Spikers. The best refereeing signal in the game.
Yeah, we love the super points, but it's going to be enough. Even if Kochi wins this, they're still down a lot.
He's so cross with himself, Ashwal. This time from behind the 3-meter line. They called for a super point when Ashwal was not in zone 2, 3 or 4.
That's a great point.
Saying
Ashwell's on the backcourt, maybe that's the time to use a super point. Why not? And also then go to Rohit, who's your star man. Most expensive player in the league. I mean, there's more question marks for the Blue Spikers, really. They've spent all the money, but they've had a lot of problems as well.
The one with the serve. You know, what Lady Luck said, I'm going to be fair. Give the Kochi Blue Spikers a reason to smile. They've had a miserable outing tonight.
Well, hopefully that means there's a bit of confidence from Shubham Chowdhury after the float serve at the end of the last set. He's gone back and gone, you know what? I may as well just serve rippers as opposed to floating them in. And he's got a big slice of luck with his aggressive intentions.
Let's go for two. Come on, come on. Oh.
Here comes Cody. Ball's been recycled. Great work from Rahul there, sorry. Cody. Once again. Kochi. What an up and down rally. Kochi one moment, Kolkata the next.
I mean, the service pressure being put on the Thunderbolts now by Shubham Chowdhury, just gone up a level.
Cody's not going to be too pleased. He had 2 chances to kill it. The block disturbed his plans. There he went. They just didn't work, Cody. Cody's like a ball magnet.
You know what? I like this rally anyway, no matter who won it, because that was a lot of defensive effort out of both teams. Neither team just rolling over, neither team just saying, oh, let's give up because we're ahead or because we're down. Both teams fighting to the end.
And also a lot of good decision making as well, as we have a look at the A23 fantasy leaderboard. That man, number 1, Rahul K, has had an instrumental game here this evening, serving and blocking. Ashwar Rai, we know he's a world-class player, sitting at number 5. Well, the celebrations can certainly begin here. They've already won the game, but will it be a bonus point is the question. Fighting away to try and take a point is Kochi. And it's another big serve from Shubham Chowdhury, and I don't think we're ever going to see him float serve again. But Deepesh back into the game through the middle against his former side, maybe playing with something to prove.
And again, Janshad finding a way to serve up the middle, even in a difficult spot. Like that, he's so far away from him. He's off the net, he's pulled back, and he's pushing that. He's firing it into the zone.
Firing's a great word, having to play much faster because of the pressure he's under with his feet.
Trouble for Kochi. Tight. Oh, but a great joust. Well finished by Kochi in the middle.
Well, some good sportsmanship. As always, Cody Caldwell is in the middle of everything, isn't he?
You know, the conversations between the Kolkata players after every point is a beautiful story in itself.
But those things are the things that help you win these championships. Everybody's diving for the ball no matter what. And I know it should go without saying in volleyball, and you're taught it as a child, but you don't naturally always get that. You have to work hard for it.
Well, Kochi's going to have some hard work to do to get back into this match. Cody Caldwell, another huge swing and off the block, losing the hands that are facing out of bounds in front of him.
Well, the flags are waving here for the Thunderbolts. And if they do keep the same 6, you have to say it should be a 5-0 whitewash here in Bengaluru for the final game here in the opening week of the RuPay Prime Volleyball League, powered by A23.
Not bad, not bad. From the Kochi number 11 now, Abhinav. Taking a cue from the Kolkata number 11 there.
Certainly showed some real bright moments throughout this game. Timing keeps the ball in front of him nicely and then turns the ball away from the blocker.
Oh, he'll head back to serve. A soft float straight on the libero, which means DP's lemon squeezy for Deepesh through the middle. Janshad just butter for him.
Buffet serve in the end, Deepesh. And I like it, it's just a sliding set, so it just makes the opposing blocker bolter drift, and it leaves the hands open to be tooled.
It's all on the line now. Set point for Kolkata. Middle blocker, Deepesh back to serve. Gonna go ace, or is he just gonna put it in?
No, the coach of the Kochi, Harilal, is also seems like a very reticent man. What he's going to tell them. Oh, chance now.
Oh,
And they have it. They go 4-0 up. They're cruising along the Kolkata Thunderbolts. They're now aiming for a 5-0 rout. This has been a demolition job. Can they keep it going? Or will Kochi steal a set? We'll find out soon.
I mean, what a defense from Deepesh there. The middle blocker defending that one real high in his head, scooping it out, and it has been one way the whole way through this one. A bonus point would be a good takeaway here for the Thunderbolts.
Rahul really clever to tip that one over as well. That ball's coming over his shoulder. It's not a great spot, just does something good. So there's the scores, 4-0. Come back with us, we've got a lot more to play.
Well, another great evening for Kolkata Thunderbolts. 4-0 now, one-way traffic. And have a look at the unforced errors and the blocking columns. Here it's not pretty reading for the Kochi Blue Spikers.
Yeah, 16 unforced errors, but like we said, the blocks are huge here for Kolkata. If you want to get your exclusive stats of the RuPay Prime Volleyball League, head over to volleyballworld.com. You can crunch some numbers and get all the stats there. But from what we've seen, stats don't really matter until you put it out there on the court.
State of mind that matters more. And Kolkata have played like champions. Relentless in their pursuit of excellence. This is the 5th set. They're now aiming for a 5-0 rout. Could be the second clean sweep of this season. Ashwal Rai has been so good. Rahul has been even better.
What about this man right here? Jansha is getting involved in the offense. Huge aggressive move from him.
That's a ridiculous swing, but if you compare the two teams there defensively, Deepesh has made an outstanding dig early in the rally, and then maybe just stunned here the setter. Standing up, hands are low. You need to be low with your hands high, not high with your hands low.
Well, I just like that the setter gets a little bit of action in the offense, right? He tried doing one dump, but that time he said, you know what, going a little bit harder.
Yes, there was a touch off the block.
Looks like Rahul left a couple of fingers in the ball.
Certainly another one that was just ripped from around 3.5 back to 2. Deepesh had a brilliant game against his former side this evening, not only offensively but in the block, and also playing some outrageous defense.
That hurts. We've all been there as volleyball players where you go up to block and you maybe go fingers first rather than the palms of your hand, and it's so painful.
Whew. That's better defense.
Vipul was the man, but the block. Once again, Ashwal and Rahul, the two superheroes of the Kolkata Thunderbolts tonight. There's no going past them, is there?
They are a super power combo at the net, and you called it earlier when there was a super point called when Ashwal wasn't around. This is why, because he's so difficult to get past.
Double trouble with Rahul out there. For me, he's been absolutely amazing.
Inseparable Rahul and Ashwal Rai, the captain.
Oh, not 2 in a row.
This time Vinith said, why should I not join the party? Vinith has an easy outing, said, all right, if I can't spike, let me come in and block.
This time at the opposite wing. And I think quite lucky there, the Blue Spikers, to get away with that one.
They're putting some heat on the serve to Rahul. He'll come in with the combo play. Yes, sir.
I mean, you're seeing two totally different teams here. One that's got the wind in their sails, they're very close, united. Everything's going for them on and off the court, where you can sort of tell that Kochi have had their fair share of problems throughout this league, and in turn, if things are not right off the court, things will never be right on it either.
And that's why that play works so well. Rahul coming in and jumping when the blockers are already on the way down. They've committed with Ashwal, and they get sold up the river.
Man who served 2 super serves, Rahul. Slightly messy there. A smile on the first referee's face. A consolation point, really. Kochi have just not turned up for this match. Perhaps overawed by the daunting challenge of facing the Thunderbolts. Have been in pristine form. This is going to be a hat-trick of wins, or is a hat-trick of wins already for the Kolkata Thunderbolts. Won the first 4 sets, they want to make it 5-0. Beneath with the second touch, Cody.
Oh, great coverage. Oh, just out, but great coverage and great pressure at the net from both sides.
Yeah, both teams digging their heels in there. Some good cover play from Kolkata, but in the end, ball that was flipped to position 4 did the damage. I mean, they're doing some good work off the block at the moment. The Blue Spikers just quickening up the arm at the last possible moment. If you do that, you have a chance to beat the blocker for their timing.
The second time in the match, Kochi have a lead, 4-3. Cody coming in hot, not for long, he says. Let's just tie it right back up.
Great swing. Came in and absolutely drilled it, pummeled it, hammered it, nailed it.
What else you got, Manish? What else did he do to it?
Deposited it in the bank.
Now, cash that check.
Parked his Ferrari in the parking lot. Nicely. 4 apiece. The 5th set. The idea was right, I thought. But the execution once again from Kochi, just not there.
Yeah, trying to maybe force something that wasn't quite there as well, and in turn something incredibly difficult to try and work the middle commits, and it's not done. Let's have another look. Yeah, setting the middle, facing the back of the court.
And how's this intimidation factor by Cody as well? He's like, I'm not actually going to put my hands over and risk an invasion on the net. I'm just going to jump, and my presence is enough.
Dr. Utkarsh doing, writing prescriptions for... There's nothing's wrong with Kolkata.
Well,
and
soon, Manish. Come on, commentator's curse.
If he's writing the other 7 teams off, think again.
I have to say though, I'm impressed that they've kept the same starting 6 the whole way through. Not brought the bench on. They're going for the bonus point. In turn. Oh, ace, but there was a touch off of Rahul, I think, in the reception. But in terms of this game here, a lot of other coaches would bring on the bench and try and give them some rhythm and some points at the end of the game. But
aggressive serve right down there in that sliver. And normally Cody, I'm surprised he normally just steps in and takes half the court. So I'm not sure why he's a little timid on that one.
They're very unlike Cody Caldwell in this competition. Oh, that's a bullet. But it's a bullet that bounces out the back of the court. And a good lead in the end from Rahul. Not much time left in this one, but a lot of action.
Some matrix moves there by Rahul to get out of the way. No ducking in volleyball, but you can shimmy.
Beneath. Just outside, was it? Yeah, just outside, I suppose.
Well, one line judge gave it in, I think, and the other one gave it out. So I'm going to go with the one that gave it out.
Unluckily, our opinion means nothing.
Absolutely.
We'll have another look. Oh, it's so close. Very, very close. Again, loving the aggression from the serve. Slow-mo facial replays too.
Dipesh. Vipul. Cody. Vineet. Didn't work. There's something off about this rally. Tell me what it was.
I just think that set was a little bit too inside for Vineet there. And the more that ball drops on the left shoulder instead of the right, it just means that it's going more into the cross court and the blockers can line up. Well, time for an Emerald call, technical timeout. That means time for a break for us. We'll see you back here shortly.
RuPay Prime Volleyball League. Here's another look at the scoring system. Just a refresher for you. Each team, 2 points for a win if it is 3-2 or 4-1. If you lose, you get nothing. However, 5-0 win, you get that extra point, so 3 points on the table. That's what Kolkata is going for right now. But Kochi seem to have come back alive here in the fifth. We're 8-6 for the boys in blue. Make that 9-6 after an uncharacteristic error out of Cody Caldwell on the outside.
Yeah, it has to be pretty tough for them to maintain this ferocious level that we've seen throughout the evening. And Cody Caldwell, I think, potentially in a little bit too early there. And if you're too early on the spike, your arm struggles to get through the ball and direct it with the same accuracy as we would see normally.
Stepping in for another good pass. Cody tries again, rolls this time.
Oh my word, spike set, free ball.
Going through the pipe, yes it is. Rahul delivering as per usual.
If Cody doesn't get you, Rahul will.
And if Rahul doesn't get you, then Ashwell will.
And what about Vinny?
Exactly. That's why they're a team that can go the whole way. RuPay contactless shot through the pipe.
And again, Janshad also got an attack in there as well. So I think there's anyone on this court, if they're all a threat.
If he doesn't get you, Dipesh will.
He's had a great game as well. The best game I've seen from Dipesh in this competition so far.
Former Kochi player. Oh, great stuff from Vineet. Excellent defensive work. This time from Cody. At least he got a hand to it. How? Great reflexes though from Cody.
Well, Cody plays a lot of beach volleyball, so he has those kind of, he's used to taking the whole court. So those throwing one arm out, that's natural to him.
And maybe for Kochi, there's a little bit of light at the end of a very dark tunnel this evening.
Yeah, Kolkata have struggled to finish the last. They haven't won a 5-0 yet, despite being up 4-0 and 3-0 last times they played.
Now, you know what's happening here. The other 6 teams are watching and trying to figure ways to trouble Kolkata in the future games. It's not just about losing this set. It's about exposing little chinks here and there, perhaps giving the other 6 teams an idea of where Kolkata can be troubled.
Yeah.
Now, this could cost them in the long run. That's what they've got to be careful about.
Absolutely, and you're also starting to see what looks like a good result and a bad result. And all of a sudden, Bengaluru losing 3-2 on the opening night to the Thunderbolts doesn't look like too bad a performance in the end. And Ahmedabad also, very strong team in this league.
They've not been challenged at all, Kolkata, because they've put on quite a show now. This set has been a bit odd, isn't it? This looks like a very un-Kolkata-like performance. Dipesh Kumar Sena has gone off court for a while now. Ashwal's there. Rahul, Cody, Neet is there.
Well, it's interesting because we haven't had that much time to really digest these teams, right? Each team has only played 2 or 3 matches. So, trying to find patterns, but still anything can happen.
Janshad sets it. Rahul couldn't kill it. The libero tried his best to reach the ball. It wasn't to be. The lead now swells to 4. 3 away from making it 4-1.
That's exceptional blocking from, I think, Gibbon in the end, getting across. Superb. Knows that Raul can't really go any way than the line. Upper body 2 rotated that way.
Remember, 2-day gap, a super point now. 2 points is the value of this next point. The score could be 14-8 or 12-10. If Kolkata win this next point, it will be 12-10. Kolkata will get a chance to spike first if they receive well. They win it. They didn't have to do any of that. An error gives Kolkata another whiff of a comeback. A 4-point lead is now down to 2.
And that's the second time we've seen an error in the serve on a super point. Call me old-fashioned, but I think you have to force the other team to earn that super point. That's too easy.
Funny what the pressure does, isn't it? It's just a little addition from one team to another.
It's the fear of the Vineet Rahul spike. Great stuff from Ashwal. Libero. Here comes Rahul. The block is there, but it won't do enough. No shock absorbers. 12-11 it is. Kolkata have now switched on their finishing gear.
And look at that. Thanks to the super point, that lead has been cut down to 1, and we are back in a very different looking game for Kolkata in this, heading into the stretch of the 5th.
Funny, isn't it? Watching the Thunderbolts play, they sort of just give the ball to a lot of people, and whoever's hot at that one moment sees a lot of the ball. And Rahul is hot at the moment, and he's putting a lot of it away. We haven't seen much of Vinit Kumar, we haven't seen much of Ashwal, but we've got some very valuable players here. Well, Guru leads the MVP list. Vinit Kumar with 16 in 5th place at the moment. Ashwin having a fabulous tournament, as is Svetanov and Hardeep. Very strong again this evening.
Well, who's going to be the most valuable player for Kolkata tonight? Anyone could take it. I mean, everyone could be in the running for that. A lot of good performances here.
Let's give it to Rahul, shall we?
Yeah, those 2 super points, super aces. Oh, incredible.
Oh, head!
Incredible blocking skills. They'll have to try once again this time. He goes down the line. Jibin Sebastian, the opposite. All of 23 years of age, that man. 13-11, 2 points away from denying Kolkata that bonus point.
I mean, I think it was off the head of for the first time around, and then it's a one-on-one straight through the gap, and the libera's got no chance. Hari Prasad's made some brilliant reactional plays today, but that one is going to take him out every single time. And
I like that from Gibbon as well, because he sees he's only got a one-on-one, and the instinct might be to go cross-court where it's really wide open, but he still tries to thread the needle down the line, and he's really successful with it.
This RuPay Prime Volleyball League bandwagon. The caravan moves to Hyderabad, a 2-day gap, and then we'll be back with a thriller every night until the 21st of Feb before we move to Kochi for the last and final leg, the big final on the 5th of March. It's been an absolute blast for all of us here in Bengaluru. The Garden City has given us so many memorable performances, and what a doubleheader we've had on this Super Sunday. 13-12 now.
unfortunate Babalta, middle serves and then makes his way off the court. And that's happened too many times for Kochi this evening. Just a missed serve when all they really need to do is pop the ball into a good area.
Credit to the timeout called by Kolkata's.
Double super server. Another blitz and rocket from the back line, but it's a brilliant slide out from Jibin Sebastian to bring up set point, and it's going to be a consolation. Oh, hang on. Well, could be a little ankle injury to somebody who's played incredibly well. Thunderbolts, Rahul.
That his coach and said, I'm all right. I hope he is.
Never seen Dr. Utkarsh move so quickly.
So they've taken him off, and rightly so. Substitution, well, it had to happen. Anush has replaced Rahul. Rahul will get treatment from Dr. Utkarsh and his team. line for the next. Here comes Cody. That lands outside, and that means that it will not be a clean sweep. Kolkata want to review it. Cody reckons there was a touch off the block. Will they review it? Do they have a review? They don't have a review. That is the end of that. What a tame end to what was a sensational show from the Kolkata Thunderbolts. Yes, they will win 4-1. It should have been a 5-0. It wasn't to be. The Kochi Blue Spikers have been given a bitter pill to swallow, a lesson that they shall remember for a long, long time.
Yeah, that's a couple times in a row now that Kolkata could have stolen that third point and just didn't finish it out. That's going to hurt, but still, incredible performances by all the players there on Kolkata's side. They are a formidable team.
Yeah, it was certainly one of those moments where the coach will look back and maybe could have used the bench a little bit more, having not taken the bonus point. But as you said, brilliant performance. Rahul today came to the forefront. Deepesh came to the forefront. Players that maybe we haven't seen previously really take control of the performance, backed up with the usual high performers of the team. Cody out the back eventually, but they will take this start undefeated in Bengaluru.
And kind of an anticlimactic finish there. But nevertheless, Kolkata have shown that they are the team to beat, defending champions, and still the team that everyone's going to be going after here in this tournament. So here's how it ended. First 4 sets going the way of Kolkata. Kochi Blue Spikers stealing that last one, 15-12. Well, here's the points table, how it finishes. Kolkata jumping above Calicut with 6 points to 4 now. Kochi still down at the bottom with 0. Well, stick around and come back. We're going to chat to some of the players after. You're not going to want to miss.